Hi yogis, and welcome to your practice for today. Today's class is one of our honey flows. So we'll be moving slower, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the poses won't feel challenging to some degree. We do have a couple fun transitions that we'll work in. We're just moving a little bit slower to really get into the postures, feel the muscle engagement, and enjoy the practice. So that being said, if you need any props, please grab them. I'll be flowing without the use of props, but we will have a couple balancing postures like half moon or revolved half moon. So perhaps a block at the front and a block at the back. If you'd like to follow along with today's class playlist that I'll be listening to, press pause on this video, go ahead and grab that link in the class notes, and I'll tell you when to begin, and we'll go ahead and start in child's pose. Okay, yogis, go ahead and press play on that playlist. Bring your knees wide and your big toes together to touch. Stretch your hands out for the front edge of your mat. Soften your forehead to the floor. Arrive with an inhale. And stay in that arrival with the exhale. Take a couple more breaths just like that, allowing yourself to land. Let your body be heavy towards the floor. And then press up onto the tips, the pads of your fingers. And walk your hands over to the right. Gently shift your hips over to the left. Find that nice side body stretch through the left lat. And breathe here. I had the honor of graduating some yoga teacher trainees this weekend. And at the end of one of their classes, one of our trainees said, "Let yourself live, and then let yourself live a little bit more. You haven't met all the parts of you yet." And those words really, really touched my heart. You walk your hands over to the left, shift your hips over to the right. I think so often I'll speak from I, can get caught up in waiting to live, waiting for life to happen, waiting for the next big thing, that I forget to just live, to be where I am. So today on the mat and throughout your journey off the mat today, can you allow yourself to live and live a little bit more? And meet yourself. See what you discover. Walk your hands back through center. Take one more big inhale. And big exhale. Slide your palms under your shoulders, tabletop. Come to all fours. Separate your shins, knees under the hips. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow. Exhale into cat, round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest as you press the earth away. Like you're moving through molasses, honey, take it slow. Alternating between cat and cow, unionizing your breath with the movement. And just explore the space in your body or the lack of space, right? Come onto our mats to help create even more. So come into the noticing of where you might need that space created so that you can live. Neutralize. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling, palm open. Thread the needle, right shoulder down, right cheek down. Let's walk our left fingertips up to the top of the mat, up onto the spidey tips of your fingers and paws. Can you twist your left lung back, opening your chest to the side of the mat even more? Half bind left hand behind your right hip if it's available. Pause here. Maybe your fingertips wrap around the inside of your right thigh. Reach your left arm back up. Place it underneath your left shoulder. Press up, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale to tabletop position. Other side. Inhale, left arm up. Thread the needle, left shoulder and left cheek come down to the floor. Walk your right finger pads to the top of your mat. Twist your right lung back so the chest opens to the long side. Half bind, right hand back behind your left hip. Meet yourself. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right arm comes back up. Place it underneath your right shoulder. Press up, reach the left arm back up. Exhale, tabletop position. Walk your hands to the top two corners of the mat. Keep the sit bones high, puppy pose. Melt your heart to the floor. And breathe here into the shoulders. Gaze forward to the palms. Ripple the spine forward, shoulders towards the wrists. Keep the arms straight as you lay the thighs and the hip bones down. Roll the shoulders down and back. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Slide your palms by your ribs. Press back to child's pose, but tuck your toes. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Find a nice pedaling out through the legs here. Melt one heel, bend the other. Nice even pressure through your palms, pressing the floor away. And then melt both heels down. On your inhale, ripple forward, plank pose. Top of your push-up, drop both heels to the right back corner. Cross ankle side plank, left arm lifts up. Reach the left arm over your ear to the front of the mat. Bend both of your knees, right outer hip hovers as you sweep your left arm back. We'll call this side plank crouch. Plank pose, top of your push-up. Downward facing dog. Again, ripple forward into your plank. Drop both heels to the left back corner, cross ankle side plank, right arm lifts. Sweep the right arm over your ear for the front edge of the mat. Side plank crouch, bend both knees, left outer hip hovers as the right arm sweeps back. Plank pose, top of your push-up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. We'll tippy toe up to meet the hands. Find a ragdoll forward fold at the top of your mat. Separate your feet hip width distance and parallel. Drop the crown of your head to the floor. Find that soft bend in the knees. Maybe you sway side to side. Let the gravity pull the body down as you push the tailbone up. Be here with yourself for a moment. Take one more inhale breath. Release your palms down. Exhale, bend the knees even deeper. Slowly begin to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way up to standing. Sweep your arms up. Lift your gaze up. Cactus your elbows. Open the heart space wide. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, find a flat back, long spine. Plank pose, step back, top of your push-up. Shift forward, lower the knees, the chest and the chin, elbows hug in. Ripple forward into baby cobra, peel the heart up, straighten the legs. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, press your sit bones to your heels, downward facing dog. Lift the knees up. Take an inhale, fill up. Take an exhale, push your chest to your thighs. Inhale to your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Step your right foot to the top, runner's lunge. Inhale. Left foot meets the right, forward fold, exhale. Halfway to lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Rise tall, extended mountain pose. Cactus the elbows, open the heart space. Rise tall, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway to lift, flat back. Step your left foot back, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Left knee drops. Sweep the arms up to frame your face. Take an inhale breath. Stay for the exhale. Squeeze your left glute. Breathe in. Hands plant, frame the right foot, tuck the back left toes. Downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Inhale, high to your toes, bend your knees, gaze forward. Step the left foot to the top, runner's lunge. Inhale, broaden the sternum forward. Exhale, forward fold, right foot meets the left. Halfway to lift. Inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale to fold, let it go. Rise tall, extended mountain. Cactus your elbows, open up the heart space, squeeze the shoulders behind the heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lengthen the back. Step the right foot back, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Right knee drops to the floor. Sweep the arms up to frame the face. Settle the shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in. Push the hips forward, squeeze the right glute. Breathe out. Inhale. Hands frame the left foot, tuck the right toes under. Down dog, exhale, left foot meets the right foot. Take a breath in, ripple forward, plank. Take a breath out, soft knees, downward facing dog. Inhale to your toes. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Right foot to the top, runner's lunge. Sternum forward. Breathe in. Assisted warrior 3. Crawl your hands forward. Press down through your right heel to lift the left leg up. Find this nice L shape through the back. Flex your left toes down to the floor. And hug your inner thighs towards the midline. Take another big breath in. Push down into the floor with the right heel. Bring the left knee behind the right. Bend the knees like a Kundalini squat. Seated twist. Left shin down. Sit bones down. Twist over the right shoulder. Left elbow connects outside of the right knee. Sit up tall through the spine. Inhale. Twist deeper. Exhale. As you unravel, bring both hands to the left long edge of your mat, reaching over the left shoulder. Left foot steps to the back of the mat, Malasana, both toes out, heels in. Bring your hands to your heart center. First Malasana, so find some grace with the body, maybe sway side to side. Hips are just starting to get touched. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Plant the hands, straighten the legs, wide leg forward fold. Exhale. Crown of the head to the floor. Breathe in, halfway lift. Find a little bit of length here. And then exhale, fold back down, get a little bit deeper. Halfway lift and lengthen. Turn your right toes to the top of the mat. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Right hand inside the right foot or to a shin. Left arm reaches up. Maybe you're on the spidey fingers of the right hand. A block is helpful. One more breath. Half bind the left hand behind the back. Soften your right knee, peaceful warrior. Reach your right arm up and back with that half bind. Twisted low lunge. Cartwheel your left hand to the top of the mat. Right arm reaches up as you peel the back heel from the floor. Inhale. Twist the right shoulder blade back even more. Exhale. Breathe in. Extended pyramid. Frame the right foot, straighten the right leg, and bow your nose to your right knee. Hug the right hip back, left hip forward. Scissor the inner thighs to the midline. One more big breath. Find some more space to dive into. Runner's lunge, bend into the right knee, sternum forward. Cross ankle, downward facing dog. Right ankle in front of the left. Push your hips up and back. Drop both heels to the right back corner. Cross ankle, side plank, left arm rises. Sweep the left arm over the ear to the front of the mat. Bend both of your knees. Side plank crouch, hover as you sweep the left arm back. Cross ankle, down dog. Left hand to the top. Center on the balls of your feet. That left leg is in the back. And from here, ripple forward into a cross ankle plank. And then bend your knees, set the knees down. Left knee is behind the right. Push your feet out to the right and left. Push your sit bones towards the back edge of the mat, even though they won't touch. Just send them there. Bow the head to the knees. Come back up onto your knees. Uncross them, tabletop position. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. High to your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Left foot to the top, runner's lunge. Breathe in, sternum forward. Assisted warrior 3. Crawl your hands forward, lift into the L shape, right leg is lifted. Flex your right toes and drive down into the floor with the left heel. Find length out through the crown of your head. Stay in that. One more breath. Right knee comes behind the left, bend both knees, seated twist. Bring the right shin down, sit bones down, twist over the left shoulder. Connect your right elbow outside of your left knee. Gaze to the back of the mat. Pull length up, out through the crown of the head. One more breath. As you untwist, hands over the right shoulder to the right long edge of your mat. Malasana. Pop the right foot out to the back of the mat. Send your sit bones down. Inhale. Press your knees out away from your belly button. Exhale. One more big breath in. Wide leg forward, fold. Send your tailbone up, parallel your feet, and bow the crown of your head. Halfway lift, find a little bit of length. And then one more time, fold deeper. Halfway to lift. Look to the top of your mat. Left toes spin to the top, triangle. Left hand inside of the left foot. Stack your right shoulder on top of the left and open your chest to the long edge. Breathe in. Reach your lungs up away from the ground. Breathe out. One more inhale. Half bind right hand behind your back on the exhale. Keep the half bind, bend your left knee, peaceful warrior, reach up and back. Twisted low lunge, cartwheel your right hand to the top of the mat. Left arm lifts, inhale. Lift your right knee away from the mat and twist, exhale. Breathe in. Extended pyramid, frame the left foot, straighten the left leg and bow, nose to knee, breathe out. Pausing here for a few rounds of breath. Let the breath guide space into the back of the left leg. Why do we create space? Yeah, so we feel better, so we feel more mobile, but creating space goes beyond that. Creating space in our life, in our hearts, in our minds, so that we can show up and live the biggest life possible, right? Live a little bit more. Runner's lunge, inhale. Cross ankle, downward facing dog. Left ankle in front of the right on the exhale. Drop both heels to the left back corner, cross ankle, side plank. Right shoulder stacks on top of the left. Reach the right arm over your ear, side plank crouch. Bend the knees, left outer hip hovers. Cross ankle, down dog. Right hand to the top, hips go up and back. Ripple forward into your cross ankle plank. Knees are crossed. Bend your knees, right knee behind the left as they plant on the floor. Push your feet out right to left. Send your sit bones towards the back. Push the mat away. Bow your nose to your knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Glide back onto your knees, shoulders over wrists. Uncross your knees, tabletop position, all fours. Downward facing dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Pause here. Take a full inhale breath. And we'll stay for the exhale. Come high to your toes, bend your knees, look forward, right foot to the top, runner's lunge. Right away we go into that assisted warrior 3, crawl the hands forward, left leg lifts into an L shape. This time I want you to turn your left toes out to the left long edge of the mat so you're opening the hip, bend the knee, kick your heel into your butt, and then bow your chest to the right thigh. Kind of a variation of a standing split or a half moon, or take another big breath. Push your chest down, drive your left knee up. Squeeze your heel to butt. Seated twist. Close the left hip, left knee behind the right. Turn over your right shoulder and unravel in the spine. Inhale. Twist deeper on the exhale. Turn over your left shoulder, Malasana, hands to the long edge. Pop your left toes out to the back of the mat. Pull the crown of the head up, ground through the knife edges of both of your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your sit bones halfway so they're almost in line with the knees. Turn over your left shoulder to the back of the mat, 90-90 lunge. Right knee drops underneath the right hip. Left knee over the left ankle. Sweep your arms up. Inhale. Open twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Turn your chest to the left long edge of the mat. Exalt that low lunge. Tilt back. Reach your left hand to your left thigh. Right arm up by the ear. Charge the hips towards the back of the mat. One more inhale. One more exhale. Plant your right hand inside of your left foot. A revolved pyramid twist. Lift your right knee up, straighten both legs. And if it's available, twist your left arm up. A block might feel really good under this right hand. Can you melt your right heel towards the floor? Push into the ground with the left heel. Inhale. Roll the left shoulder blade back. Exhale. One more breath in. Runner's lunge. Bend the left knee. Frame the left foot. Assisted warrior 3 to the back. Crawl the hands forward. Right leg lifts. So good. Take a big, big breath in and find that length. Flamingo forward fold. Pull the right knee to meet the left. Bow your nose to your knees. From here, step back, extended side angle. Right foot lands. Drop the back heel in. Open the chest. Right shoulder on top of the left. Inhale, breath. Exhale, stay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press down through the left heel, star pose. Stack the shoulders over the hips, toes to the long edge of the mat. Wide leg forward fold, take a bow. Breathe in. Open your mouth, breathe out. Halfway lift, lengthen the chest. Gaze to the top of your mat, right toes forward, triangle. Stack the left shoulder on top of the right, get nice and big and open. Half bind, left hand behind your back. Keep that half bind if it's available. Bend into the right knee, reach back, peaceful warrior. Twisted low lunge. Left hand finds the top of the mat. Peel your back heel from the floor. Right arm lifts up. Wild thing, roll to the knife edge of the left foot. Kickstand the right foot behind the left thigh. Lift the hips up. Big inhale. Big exhale. Tap the sit bones to the floor. Look at the top of your mat. Cross ankle side plank. Bring your right hand to the top. Kick your right ankle in front of the left ankle. Left arm rises. Reach it over your ear. Push the hips up. Side plank crouch, bend the knees. Sweep the left arm back. This time, drop that right outer hip all the way to the mat. Extend your right leg out straight. Maybe your hand catches your feet or your shin. Maybe you just kick and reach. Pull your heart towards your big toe. Nice proud chest, long spine. Inhale. Push energy out of your right heel. Exhale. Okay, funky move here. Look at the top of your mat. Gently press into your left heel. Lift the bum up. Carry the right shin to the top, half pigeon. Keep your chest lifted. Square your hip to the top. Pull the sternum up. Take a big inhale breath. And then bow the chest down. Think of the spine as a wave. 2 more times. Peel up. Lower down. Last time. Lift it up. Hold it up. Press your left hand into your right ankle and your right hand on top of your right knee. Push the chest up and back. Hold for 3. Good. 2. 1. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Move your hips around side to side. Nice job. Lift to those toes, bend your knees, gaze forward. Left foot to the top, runner's lunge. Inhale. Assisted warrior 3, crawl your hands forward, right leg lifts. Find that L shape. Engage the inner thighs and the toes. Open your right toes to the right edge, bend your knee, open your hip, drop the crown of the head to the floor, surrender your nose to your left knee. And then work on driving the outside of your right knee up to the ceiling. One more breath. Seated twist. Bring your right shin to the floor, right knee crossed behind the left knee. Turn over your left shoulder, sit up tall through the spine. Inhale. Exhale. As you untwist to the right, Malasana. Pop your right foot to the back, toes out, heels in. Bring your palms to your heart space. One breath. Lift your sit bones up in line with your knees for a smooth transition. 90-90 back of the mat. Turn over your right shoulder. Drop your left knee. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Sweep your arms up. Open twist. Left arm forward. Right arm back. Exalt this low lunge. Reach your right hand back to your right thigh, or your left thigh rather. Push your hips forward and lean the chest back. Left arm up by the ear. One more breath. A revolved pyramid. Plant your left hand inside of your right foot. Lift your left knee up. Straighten both legs if available. Find a block if you'd like. And then peel your right arm up to stack on top of the left. Melt your left heel towards the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs to the midline. Soften the jaw. Runner's lunge, bend the right knee. Assisted warrior 3, back of the mat. Left leg lifts into that L shape. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flamingo, forward fold. Left heel to the butt, knees kiss. Extended side angle, step your left foot back. Drop your back heel down, peel the chest open to the left. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Spin your left shoulder up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe go a little deeper. Right hand inside the right foot. One more breath. Star pose. Press down through the right heel, shoulders over hips, toes to the long edge of the mat. Wide leg forward fold. Hinge at the waist. Bow the crown of the head to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Turn your left toes forward, triangle pose. Keep that left leg straight. Stack your right shoulder on top of the left shoulder. Inhale. Half bind, right hand behind your back in triangle on the exhale. Keep that half bind, bend into your left knee. Reach the left arm back, peaceful. Twisted low lunge. Cartwheel your right hand to the top of the mat. Peel your right heel up from the floor. Left arm reaches up. Inhale. Wild thing. Roll to the knife edge of the right foot. Left foot sweeps behind you. Push your hips up. Lean your head back. Tap your sit bones. Look at the top. Cross ankle side plank. Left hand to the top. Kick your left ankle out in front of your right. Reach your right arm up and over your ear. Side plank crouch. Bend your knees. Hold. Drop your left outer hip all the way to the mat. Then kick your left leg out nice and straight. Maybe your right hand grabs that left foot. Push your heart up to the toes and kick energy out of that left heel. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And gaze at the ground for stability. Lift your butt up by pressing down into the right heel. Gaze at the top of your mat. Half pigeon, carry the left shin to the top. Roll to the ball of that back right foot and lay the left outer hip down. Center your weight. Nice proud chest here. Exhale, lower. 2 more like that on your own. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, softening down. Create that space in your hip, in your body, your mind. Slowly lifting up. Pause at the top. Bring your right hand on top of your left ankle and your left hand on top of your left knee. I like my back toes tucked under here. Push away with your hands. Lift your heart up. Plant your hands. Lift up, downward facing dog. Left foot meets the right. Nice job. Take a big body breath in. Wiggle out the hips. Lift your right leg high. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. Melt your left heel to the floor. Maybe draw some circles here with your right hip a little bit in space. Half pigeon, bring your right shin to the top of the mat. We're just here for transition. Lift the chest up, take a big breath in. Swing your left leg around to the top. Plant your left foot in front of the right shin, left toes face forward. Right hand comes behind the right hip. Push the hips up. It's almost like a modified stargazer. Arch, arch, arch. As you begin to lower the hips, pivot that right shin parallel to the long edge of your mat. Drop your sit bones to the right heel, primal squat. Chest faces forward. Inhale. Revolved half moon. Right hand comes down, extend the right leg back, and then lift your left arm up. Block is a great idea always in this posture. Take one more big breath, get nice and big and open. Step the right foot back, warrior two, cartwheel the arms open. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten the left leg, reach up and back, peaceful triangle here. Cartwheel your hands to the top, runner's lunge. Big breath in. Right knee to your chest, rise up, breath out. Twist open to the right, left hand outside of the right knee. Find a nice twist. Inhale. Good. Cross ankle mountain, right ankle in front of the left. Squeeze your inner thighs. Then bring your right arm under the left for eagle arms. Push your elbows away from your sternum. Squeeze the thighs. Arch the back, lift the gaze. Stretch out those shoulders. Exhale, cross ankle forward fold. Unwind the arms. Drop the crown of the head down. Halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Uncross the ankles, forward fold. Rise up, extended mountain pose, reach tall. Cactus your elbows, open your heart. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen the back, flatten the spine. Plank pose, step back, top of your push-up. Take a big breath in, shift forward. You can drop your knees or lower halfway, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Lift your left leg nice and high. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Keep melting your right heel down as you find some space in that left hip through movement or stillness and breath. Right? Half pigeon, bring your left shin to the top of the mat. Just for transition, lift your chest up, take a big inhale. Sweep your right leg around to the top, plant your right foot in front of the left shin, toe faces forward. Modified stargazer, left hand back, push the hips up, reach the right arm up by your ear. As you begin to lower your hips, pivot this left shin parallel to the long edge of the mat, primal squat, left knee inside of the right ankle. Revolved half moon, left hand to the top of the mat, push down through your right heel to lift the left leg up. Once you're stable, twist that right arm up or keep it back on that sacrum. Block under the left hand is helpful. Push down into the right heel like we've been working on. One more breath. Warrior two, gently step the left foot to the back. Windmill the arms open. Right arm forward, left arm back. Settle the shoulders away from the ears. Sometimes I like to shimmy. Breathe in. Breathe out. Straighten the right leg. Reach the top palm up and back. Peaceful triangle. Runner's lunge. Cartwheel your hands down and frame your right foot. Big breath in. Big move, left knee to chest. On the exhale, push down through your right heel, rise up. Twist open to the left, right hand grabs outside of that left knee. Cross ankle mountain pose. Scoop that left heel in front of the right, squeeze the inner thighs. Left arm under the right, eagle arms. Arch the back, lift the gaze. Cross ankle, forward fold, unravel the arms. Bow your nose to your knees. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine, uncross the ankles, forward fold, let it go. Rise tall, extended mountain. Interlace your hands behind your back, squeeze the shoulders together, lift the heart up. Bow forward, chest to your thighs, let it go. Halfway lift, hands to shins, flat back. Plank pose, top of your push-up. Take a big breath in, shift forward. This time lower all the way to the belly. Hands wider than the mat, spidey fingers, peel the chest up, seal. Drop the right shoulder in and gaze over the left. Back through center. Drop the left shoulder in, gaze over the right. Back through center. Exhale, release. Child's pose. Hands outside of the ribs. Press your sit bones back to your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Sigh it out. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Vajrasana, come to sit on your shins. shoulders over your hips. Take an inhale. Soften, exhale. Lift your sit bones up from your heels, knee stand. Push your hips forward. Lean your sternum up for baby camel. Gentle squeezing of the glutes. If you feel any pinching in your low back, that might help. You staying here, or option to walk your hands back towards your heels, toes tucked or untucked for camel pose. Chin to chest. Slowly lower the sit bones to your heels. Roll your neck out side to side. And then swing your legs out in front of you, setting up for Paschimottanasana. Nice double leg seated fold. This practice, remove the extra flesh from underneath the sits bones. Reach your arms up. Take a full body breath in. Hinge forward, reaching your heart towards your toes back towards your heart on the breath out. Soften the jaw, let the tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. And slowly roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bend your knees, plant your feet hip width distance. Hands plant behind you. Reverse tabletop. Push down through your heels. Lift the sit bones up. And slowly lower the sit bones back down. Make your way onto your back. Hooking your knees into your chest, draw some circles, opening the thighs and closing them. Open your arms out to a T, keep the knees bent. Drop the knees over to the right, gaze over to the left. Let yourself live, and then live a little bit more. You haven't met every part of you yet. Bring your knees back through center. Let them fall over to the left after a moment. Gaze over to the right. Come back through center, yogis. Final yogic seal, hug your shins in. Maybe wrap your nose up to meet your knees as you take that final inhale to fill up. Hold the breath in for 4. Big audible sigh out for Shavasana. Arms out, legs out. The space has been created. Now your job is just take up that space and let yourself live here. Please stay as long as you can, yogis. I hope that you do. Thank you so much. Until next time.